What should you do when a couple finds an impasse and both think that they are right? He thinks he's right, she thinks he's right, and nobody wants to give up. What should you do in a situation like this? Every couple has been through this. If this wouldn't happen between couples, there wouldn't be any fights. We fight because we think we are right. And at times, we can resolve the problem, but at times, this impasse remains, which is the case of this student. And tell nobody. He's already in another room, not to say in the yard, for 8 years, sleeping in another room. And he cannot break this impasse. Let's see what is happening, and we'll try to help our student.
Você está ouvindo a Escola do Amor Responde com Renato e Cristiane Cardoso.
Enrique is going through a great impasse in his marriage. Let's try to help him now.
My name is Henrique, and I have been married for 14 years. This is my second relationship. The first one ended because of infidelity. We separated, and she left. The affair was on her side, 14 years ago, I got married again. I married someone who already had a son. And up until then, everything was fine. Then we had another child, a blessing from God, my son. After that, we entered a stage of stalking, where she provokes me all the time, trying to make me show my worst side, to expose the worst in me because of all the provocation from them. On top of that, she also withdraws from intimacy to the point where we are intimate only about once a year. In these 14 years, we have now spent 8 years sleeping in separate bedrooms. Sometimes I lie down next to her and she says, get away, you snore, get away. I am someone who has kept my faith and now I don't know what to do. It hurts so much, and this situation is extremely humiliating. But she says she is a woman of God, that she serves God, that she is with God, that God's approve of her, and that everything's fine. What do you see in this situation? What should I do?
It is impossible for the both of you to be right. There might be something that you're right and the other side is right as well, but what is happening is the both of you are wrong. So much so that the fact speaks of itself. For 8 years, you are sleeping in a room that is not the room of the couple. On its own, this shows that there's something very wrong with this marriage from both sides. This is unacceptable. This is not marriage. In reality, student, I'm sorry to tell you, I know that you are in your second marriage, and I would dare to say that you are just going through all this because you don't want to fail for the second time. You have a child with her too, and you don't want to fail again, and I understand. And that is why you are a hostage of this situation. But the truth is you don't have a marriage and you don't have a wife. To have intimacy with your wife once a year, this is not marriage. To sleep in another room in the excuse that the other snores, this is not marriage. If every couple would sleep in separate rooms because one of them is snoring, we would have a great problem with properties in Brazil and in the world. So let's understand your problem. Both are wrong. Now, an advantage that the both of you have, and you can use it, is that the both of you believe you are of the faith. If you are or not, I don't know. But you say you go on in the faith, I presume you attend the church, and she says that she believes in God, so I presume she attends the church as well. I don't know her side. You little presented her side, a part of the snoring, and she pushes you to draw the worst reactions from you. But what the both of you should do, if the both of you attend the church and consider yourselves of God, So you to book an appointment or to speak to your pastor, to call the both of you as a couple. So if you are part of a church, so the pastor is spiritually responsible for the both of you. So disclose your problems to him and invite him to speak to you and your wife. I suppose that you have a spiritual leader who is well married, who has experience in this matter, that will be able to guide you. Being neutral, without choosing sides, he will be able to show you what is wrong, because the both of you cannot be right. And this is not tolerable. This is not helping God, neither yourselves. So if you have this available, so you should do it urgently. Now, you should also see if you have changed the things you recognized you needed to change. You didn't speak about any mistakes that came from you. It's common for a couple who is fighting not to point their own mistakes, but what are your flaws and what are you doing to change them? Not to please her. But if she's right in certain complaints, if you have wrong reactions, you indicated that she provokes you and draws the worst of you. Do you shout? Do you humiliate her with words? Do you swear? Do you disrespect her? If you do this, though she might have provoked you, you have no reason to complain. You have no reason to point out her mistakes. First, you must work on yourself. Don't forget, students, pay attention to what I will tell you. The best way for you to ask a change from your partner is you changing first. When you change and you stop giving reasons for the other to point out a mistake from you, then you ask without using words their change. Actually, this is biblical. It is biblical because it says, if I pay evil with evil, we are doing the will of evil. But if we pay evil with good, we gather coals, living coals over the head of the other person, burning on top of the head of the other, burning their conscience. When you pay evil with good, and not only once, but every time that the other harms you, you to pay this evil with good. What does the word of God says? It's not me. You gather living coals, living embers on the head of the other. So the conscience of the other starts to burn. In due time, that is why you shouldn't do it only once, but you must make a decision that from now on you will pay evil with good. Do it not because the other deserves, but because you determined that you would choose the path of good and not of evil. You will not be the part that will do evil to this marriage. If someone is doing that, let it not be you. This is a decision you make. So when you do it consistently, you gather living coals, embers on the head of the other. And the Word of God says that the person starts to notice their own mistake. And God demands from the person for them to change. It's God who will demand from them through your faith and your action. So you must do this, Enrique. Start doing it over you, your own change, treating your wife in a good way, paying her evil with good, and the rest will be God doing and not you. And also I propose, and I suspect that you have a weakness that she has detected, because for her to be so secure the way she is and treats you in a humiliating way, she's very secure that you will never leave her. She is very secure that you will never go away. And she can do what she's doing. Whether men or women, when you feel too secure in a relationship, that means the other will never leave me. They love me too much. They want me too much. I'm the last one alive. If they don't have me, they'll have no one else. So when a person feels too secure and they are not well with themselves, they step on the other. They humiliate the other because they feel that they can. So this action of yours is a weakness. And this weakness is being exploited by her because she noticed that you will tolerate, because you are tolerating this for 8 years. So after you're doing everything I'm telling you, this is after, not now, but after all this, you also must seek strength and lose this fear you have, value yourself as a man, so that she may value, that she may be afraid of losing you and not the other way around. Because she feels free and steps on you because she is secure that you will always be there and tolerate all this. If she has no fear of losing, why should she change? So, you must learn to increase your self-confidence, learn to position yourself in this marriage, and it is not what you are doing. She placed you somewhere that does not belong to you. Your place is not on the next door room. It's not intimacy with her once a year. This is not your place, but she placed you there. Why? Because she can. She feels empowered to do it. Who gave her this power? You. Without realizing. Most probably, the fear from the first marriage, the fear to end the second marriage makes you weak before her eyes. And she's exploiting that. Love therapy, students. You learn to value yourself. You learn to be a true man as a woman will learn to be a true woman. And we only are valued when we value ourselves. So I advise you to start right now, regardless if she will do it or not, for you to do love therapy for yourself, for you to learn to value yourself, and that she may start valuing you. This is all, students. We'll come back tomorrow at the same time, the same place with more Love School answers. This Thursday, 8 p.m., we will have the night of decision. And if you need a decision in your love life, you who are married, as we just spoke, and you must break this impasse, you who are single and you must define your love life this Thursday, be part of it with us this Thursday. See you then. I hope you'll be at the night of decision. You who must define your life and decide your life. You who are tired, being in the hand of someone else, to be a puppet in the hand of your spouse, and you don't know what to do. Then, this Thursday, you will learn that you can do something to change this scenery. You who are single and you think, when will I find my partner? When will I define my love life? When will I come out from this situation? This Thursday, the night of decision in love therapy. See you then. Bye-bye.